It's a beautiful Saturday for some boys hoops. Welcome everybody to La Jolla Country Day High School, home of the Tories, for some Saturday afternoon action here on the hardwood. My name is Jonathan Rifkin. Ed Arufo, our executive producer and our cameraman here today. I'm on the call for what will be a fun live stream, the inaugural live stream here for the La Jolla Country Day Tories as they host Foothills Christian and the Knights coming into tonight. The Knights looking to start off their season right. First of an entire month full of road games. They head to J. Sarah Catholic up in San Juan Capistrano in 2 days, so they definitely want to get their season started off right here against La Jolla Country Day. For the Tories, this is their first home game. They come into today at 3-1 on the season, an opening season loss at San Marcos. Then they won at Scripps Ranch, at San Diego, and a big win 2 days ago against Coronado, 58-56 against arguably one of the best basketball players in the section. Under head coach DJ Gray in his first season at Country Day, but spent 3 years at Victory Christian Academy in Chula Vista, announced with a 46-35 overall record, 29-1 rather in league down at Victory Christian. Foothills Christian under first-year head coach Charles M. Gilbert, who took over for Brad Leaf, who retired back in February. We're going to step aside as they get us ready for our pre-game session. When I come back, I'll give you the starting lineups and opening tip-off. You're watching La Jolla Country Day basketball here on Tories Basketball Network. Back here inside La Jolla Country Day Gymnasium, Jonathan Rifkin with you. It's time for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Foothill Christian boys basketball team, the Knights, taking on La Jolla Country Day here. As announced by head coach Charles Gilbert in his first season, took the helm 2 months ago rather. In the backcourt, it'll be number 3, Darian Carter Hollinger. Joining him will be Nick Hadge and Blake McIntyre to round things out. The front court, Josh Nofferetti and Darius Carter Hollinger down low. On the other side for La Jolla Country Day, as announced by head coach DJ Gray, his first season at Country Day, 3 seasons at Victory Christian Academy, 46-35 overall, and a legend at San Diego State. The front court, Tate Smith, Richard Enrique, and Mark, and Jake Altman are the back 3. Janique Moores down low. And that's how we will get things started. You see Country Day, and they're all white, blue numbers and letters on the front, blue numbers on the back, white pants, blue stripe. On the other side for Foothills Christian, gray jerseys, purple Foothills Christian, numbers and letters on front, purple numbers on back, white and gray jersey pants as well. 8 minutes up on the clock as we get things set here from La Jolla Country Day, the inaugural broadcast here on the Country Day Sports Network, Tories Basketball Network, we'll call it. And we are ready to go. In the middle goes Richard Enrique, and he'll face off against Blake McIntyre. Opening tip-off here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon for some hoops. Thank you so much for tuning in, no matter how you're watching or where you're watching the game. All of us here at La Jolla Country Day appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday afternoon plans. Teams playing in masks to adhere. No fans in the stands, so feel free to send this link out so you remain in the know. No fancy score graphics. I'll do my best to keep you updated on time and score as the game proceeds. Ready to go in the middle. Richard Enrique, the junior, taking on Blake McIntyre, a senior. The tip is up. It goes to La Jolla Country Day, and we are underway. Tate Smith on the left wing goes back up top. And with 30 seconds on the clock, ball goes into the middle. That's Enrique from right to left, spins back to the right. A floater is up and in. And the Tories strike first here at 2-0, 15 seconds into the ball game. Pace here for Foothills Christian early. Nafaretti dumps it high left to wing. Darian Carter Hollinger, not to be confused with his brother Darius Carter Hollinger, who's also starting in this game. Near side corner 3 is in and out. Offensive rebound taken by Nick Hadge, who also unleashed that previous shot. 40 seconds into the game, 2-0 La Jolla Country Day leads. They're showing a 2-1-2 zone defense back into a 2-3. Anchoring the middle is Richard Enrique. Good ball moving along the perimeter, and a steal taken away here by Mark Begin. And the toss up was a little wide. Tate Smith able to throw it off of a Christian Knight, and it remains with the Tories. 7:02 up on the clock is where it stops here opening quarter. 2-0 to score. Jonathan Rifkind with you on the call. The inaugural Tories basketball broadcast here on the home opener of the season. Enrique takes the inbound and brings it out to the right wing. Swings it to the left. Lefty baseline drive by Tate Smith, and he hits the floater. 4-0. Country Day leads here early. Both these teams successful basketball programs in their own right. Foothills Christian, of course, lost to Francis Parker last season in the San Diego section Open Division quarterfinal. Into the middle, the ball goes. That's Darius Carter Hollinger. Kicks it out. Straightaway 3 splash by Josh Nafaretti, and he's on the board here. 4-3. La Jolla Country Day leads. Man-on-man defense, but a half-court trap, and the trap works to perfection. A miscue from Jake Altman, intended for Janique Moores, goes through his fingertips. Ball retained here by the Knights. 4-3 score remains, 6:18 and counting here, opening quarter. Josh Nafaretti playing hot potato here with Nick Hadge around the perimeter. That zone defense working to effect so far for the Tories. The way to beat the zone, though, if you're Foothills Christian, is to make threes. Unloaded by Carter Hollinger, and he heard my whistle as he splashes one home. 2 straight threes here for the Knights. 6-4, they're on a 6-2 run. Timeout taken by Coach D.J. Gray. We'll step aside for our first break. You're watching Tories basketball on the Tories Basketball Sports Network. Back in a moment. 6-4, Foothills Christian leads here early on in the first quarter. Back here out of the timeout. Tories basketball trailing by 2. They went up 4-3. They went up actually 4-0, and then back-to-back threes by the Knights. At Foothills Christian up by 2. Tories bringing it up here. Mark Begin, sophomore, 2-sport athlete, also a star baseball player. In possession, left wing. High post, turning the corner, flips it up. No good by Richard Enrique, but a foul is called. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul called on number 5, Anthony Lambert for Foothills Christian, who just checked in. Also out there, Joseph Hankins. First free throw. No good here by Enrique. Richard Enrique, a junior, native of Lagos, Nigeria, transferred to California this year. Known as a human highlight reel, recovering from meniscus surgery earlier in 2021. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. 6-5 Country Day trails Foothills Christian. Knights in possession of the basketball on the perimeter. Carter Hollinger thought about the drive, kicks it near side corner. 3 in and out. Shot on point, but no good by Blake McIntyre. The Tories pushing the pace now. Gunned up here to Jake Altman near side. Going left baseline, kicks it back out. Strong defense, but perhaps too handsy there by McIntyre. That's a foul chalked up to him, his first of the game. 6-5, 5-19 here in the first quarter. Foothills Christian opened up the game with 2 straight scores. They were up, La Jolla Country Day opened up the game with 2 straight scores, up 4-0, back-to-back threes. Into the corner for 3. Moore's in and out. Good offensive rebound by Enrique. Unchecked by any Knights defenders, and he lays it in for 2. 7-6. Tories back in lead. Slow pace of play here. Every time La Jolla Country Day has tried to push it, Foothills Christian has found a way to slow it down. Nice pass along the baseline, but it's taken away by the Tories. Stolen by Smith. Up and laid out by Mark Machine. Just a little too far in the extension. Almost gave him the benefit of the doubt right there. 7-6 score remains. Right wing. Ball comes to Carter Hollinger. Left shoulder. Back out. Straight away 3. Carter Hollinger's off left. That's Darian Carter Hollinger, who wears number 3. His brother Darius wears number 23. Not to be mistaken, both stars in their own rights. Darian, a senior. Darius, a sophomore. 7-6. Country Day continues to lead here as we hit the 4.5-minute mark first quarter. Ball swung left to Tate Smith, near side corner now. That's Marc Begine. Family origins from France. And then just a step inside the straightaway arc. Smith can't hit. Offensive rebound, but a double dribble is called by Enrique. Dove to make the catch, or the rebound rather, came back up, started his dribble. That's technically a travel. Nonetheless, Torrey Pines, or La Jolla Country Day, and the Tories turn it over. 7-6, they still lead. Knights in possession of the basketball. Audio's still working, folks. I promise you we're going to get the the battery fixed. I'm still live. Don't worry. And a foul is called high left post by Richard Enrique. Don't move. I promise you that our executive producer here is on it. No score since we've been off camera. 7-6 the score remains. And there we are. We're back. Ball out far sideline here for the Knights. Blake McIntyre, the gunner. Kicks it high left post. Back up top now. Now Ferretti. Dribble drive right baseline. Can't hit. Ball batted around off of Country Day. It'll be Knights basketball under their own hoop. Fresh shot clock here. 3:48 is where the clock stops. 7-6 Country Day leads Foothills Christian here in the opening quarter. Under the hoop is where it goes. McIntyre looking for another gray jersey, but the pass is intercepted by Begine. One-on-one here. Stutter step to the hoop. Too hard on the lane. The follow also too hard. That was by Altman. Foothills Christian looking to run. Darren Carter Hollinger skies up. Good defense by Enrique, and it's off of him on the block. It stays with Foothills Christian. 3:35 to play here, opening quarter. 7-6. Country Day continues to lead. Opening broadcast of the season. First home game here for the 3-1 La Jolla Country Day Tories. Riding a 3-game winning streak after losing the opener at San Marcos. On the inbound, Carter Hollinger spins. Nice high post shot. He has 4 points. 8-7. Knights regain the lead here. Their second lead of the game. Up top, Enrique. Right baseline dribble drive. Loses it. Gets to the ground. Slides out. Turnover. A little reckless with the basketball, but for the junior, a ton of talent. Sub coming in here. Jean-Nic Morris checks back in. Gives some relief to Jake Altman, the sophomore. Jean-Nic Morris, a junior, a longtime Country Day student. Spent a few years in New York before returning once COVID protocols shut down his school back east. One of the rare scenarios where a player actually came to California because of sports instead of leaving. 8-7, Knights lead. 3 minutes to play opening quarter. High left wing, Carter Hollinger calling the shots, and he gets hacked by James Way, the freshman who just checked in. Way is stout perimeter defender, which is why he's matched up with Carter Hollinger, trying to force him into that zone. Clock stops under 3 minutes here, opening quarter. McIntyre, the gunner, lobs it in a full court press now. Smith takes Carter Hollinger. Carter Hollinger shakes him off, crosses the timeline here with 25 seconds on the shot clock. And now a man defense. Carter Hollinger tries to shake Smith, goes near side. 3 by McIntyre. Short, chases down the board into the corner. Gets the guy up, kicks it back out, and they'll reset here at 30 on the shot clock. Carter Hollinger's 3 in and out. Rebound fought down by Enrique, and he's going to run the Blake up to Way. And a nice extra pass down low. Layup is missed, though, by Tate Smith. Rebound falls, but off the fingertips of Smith, and it'll go to Foothills Christian. Both teams keeping the pace slow, but when the Tories have tried fast breaks, it's typically ended with errant layups here in the early goings. 2:22 to go, first quarter, 8-7. Knights lead the Tories. A little back and forth here in the full court press. And Nick Hadge crosses the timeline, finds Darius Carter Hollinger, now left wing. That's Joseph Hankins, swings it near side to Christian Bendo, the junior, and back up top to Darius Carter Hollinger. First game of the season for Foothills Christian, first time without head coach Brad Leaf, who retired back in February, and a double dribble is called. Carter Hollinger palmed it back on that left baseline. Foothills Christian turnover, possession turns back over to the Tories. A lot of people were wondering what the story with Coach Leaf was going to be. He decided to call it quits after a famed coaching career that won a couple of championships at Steel Canyon and Foothills Christian. Smith takes a high screen. Great closeout by Nick Hadge. Hadge stays strong, but a foul is called as Smith went right at him, and Hadge took a knee or an elbow to the face rather, but he looks like he's okay. Clock stops at 1:41 here in the first quarter, 8-7 score. Back to Brad Leaf after a storied head coaching career at Steel Canyon, where he won a handful of championships, moved over to Foothills Christian to coach both of his sons, who currently still hold all sorts of scoring records in the section. He decided in February it was time to retire, move over to the other coast down in Florida, where sons live in the offseason, and be closer to his family. Smith hits the front end here of his free throw trip, knots things up at 8 apiece. Subs coming in, back into the game for Foothills Christian is Joseph Hankins. And Smith lining up for free throw number 2. Hits for the iron, gets the friendly roll, and another sub coming back in is Jake Altman here for the Tories. Smith takes a seat. 9-8, back and forth we go here in the early going, 1:41 on the clock, opening quarter at La Jolla Country Day. Darian Carter Hollinger, the senior of the two brothers, brings it up, goes high post to his brother Darius. Darius is blocked by Enrique, his free throw line jumper. And Enrique had a palm on that, and then too aggressive in the backcourt. And Enrique going right at Darius Carter Hollinger. Carter Hollinger called with a foul. And that's the 5th team foul here for Foothills Christian. Only one foul to give now throughout the entire first half. 2 team fouls for La Jolla Country Day. 1:20 to play here, opening quarter. 9-8. Tories lead in possession of the basketball. High post Enrique. And he slips down. That's the 3rd time he slipped down. His pass is taken away. Here comes Foothills Christian. The pass up. The lay-in. No good, though, by Joseph Hankins. Offensive rebound by Carter Hollinger. Offensive foul is called, though, as he wrapped around Jonick Moores, rather. Foothills Christian with a rare turnover here. 1:04 on the clock, opening quarter. 9-8. Tories lead. Subs coming in. Nick Hadge checks back in for Foothills Christian along with Josh Nofferetti. Christian Bando takes a seat, along with Anthony Lambert. Not the singer, who ironically is actually from Mount Carmel High School just up the road, but the Anthony Lambert on the Foothills Christian roster. Every single game for Foothills Christian this season, this being the opening, the end on May 28th, will be on the road. They'll be back in this gym to end their season on the 28th. They'll also play here at La Jolla Country Day on the 4th. So this technically does not count as a league game, but the final 2 games between these two schools in May will be counted as league games. 1:02 to play here. First quarter, 9-8 the score. Country Day in possession of the basketball. Jake Altman takes the ball up for the team in blue and white. On the move is Bajin, and he fumbles the ball. It goes out of bounds. Turnover Tories. Tate Smith checks back in. Richard Nwike will get his first rest of the evening. Under a minute to play now, 52 seconds to go and counting now in the opening quarter. Foothills Christian has the basketball, 16-second difference between shot clock and game clock. High left wing is Carter Hollinger. Dribbles left block, and a foul is called down low. He was wrapped up by the pair of Tate Smith and Jonick Moores. And they're going to get Tate Smith with a foul here. Third team foul for the Tories, 5 for Foothills Christian. 2 team fouls to give in the first half for La Jolla Country Day. None for the Knights. Ball is taken by Carter Hollinger off the inbounds up top. Double comes, whips it down low to his brother, and the foul. What a heads-up play. That was like a quarterback to his receiver on a slant. And you could tell these brothers grew up balling together on the court. That's the brother connection. 10-9, Foothills Christian now regains the lead pending the and one opportunity here. And Darius Carter Hollinger, as tall as his brother and 2 years younger, which makes you think that this young man is going to be a stud through the final 2 years of his high school career. In and out on the and one attempt. 10-9 score remains. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 28 on the shot clock here. On the move is Smith. Nice dump down to Way. Can't hit the layup. Fights for the board, but it comes away to the Knights. Now they're on the move. Hadge will slow things up here with 15 on the game clock. No shot clock. And ball is batted around. Foul is called on Jonick Moores. That's 14 fouls now for Country Day. Check that, 5. So 5 team fouls apiece, none to give throughout the first half here. 13 seconds to go. Opening quarter, no shot clock. Foothills Christian in possession of the basketball, side out. The gunner here is McIntyre. Finds Carter Hollinger left to wing. Kicks it up top, and then the pass on the near side taken by Hadge. Swung back up to Nofferetti into the corner now. Daring Carter Hollinger picked up by Smith. Splits the double team, gets fouled. No. A traveling violation. Good defense by Smith to lock him down, force the turnover here. Clock stops at 0.8, which means we'll see if they even decide to get off a shot. Tate Smith on the inbound, jacks it up, 3/4 court, and it airballs. 10-9 the score here. Through one from La Jolla Country Day. We're back for more in a moment. You're watching Tories basketball on the Tory Basketball Network. 10-9, Foothills Christian leads after one. Second quarter about to get underway here at Country Day. Genesee Avenue in La Jolla, beautiful northern San Diego County. 10-9. The team from El Cajon, Foothills Christian, leads the Tories here in possession of the basketball to begin the second quarter. Left wing Hadge kicks it into the corner. That's Darius Carter Hollinger, and he walks with it. Turnover here, forced by the Tories. Back-to-back turnovers going back to the last quarter. It was a 4-0 start for La Jolla Country Day. Back-to-back threes by the Knights. Gave them a 6-4 lead. Since then, it's been back and forth. 10-9. Foothills Christian currently leads. And then a carryover by junior Mark Bajin gives the ball back to the Knights here. 10-9 score remains. 7:43 here in the second quarter to go. And a defensive battle for both sides. The opening game of the season for Foothills Christian. The Tories are 3-1, riding a 3-game winning streak. Free throw line jumper with a man in his face. Air balls. Darren Carter Hollinger tried lining it up. And Wike got a hand up and forced the air ball. Country Day basketball. La Jolla Country Day won't be back at home until April 13th when they host Army-Navy. They'll have 2 road games at LCC and Mission Bay in between that. As I mentioned earlier, Foothills Christian has their entire schedule on the road this year. Near side corner is Jake Altman, swings it back up top to Bajin, and now in the right corner is Smith. Back to Altman in the middle. Dribble drive, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Josh Nofferetti, the junior point guard, gets tallied with his second foul of the game. And Jake Altman with an opportunity for some free throws. Two-sport athlete. Of course, his claim to fame in basketball was last game, where he scored the last second game-winning basket against Coronado in that 58-56 win on April Fools. And I asked these guys, was that an April Fool's joke? Because you guys were going against one of the top basketball players in the section. They said, no, we actually won. I said, that's amazing. Cans both of them, 11-10. Country Day regains the lead here, courtesy of Altman's 2-for-2 trip. Back into the 2-1-2 zone defense goes DJ Gay's defense. On the right wing, 3-point shot is left short by Nick Hadge. Here comes Enrique running the break for the Tories. Enrique has the ball taken away, gets it back near side. 3, Smith, yes. Tate Smith drills his first 3 of the afternoon, 14-10. The 4-point lead here for the Tories matches the largest of the game. Into the middle, Darian Carter-Hollinger. Left wing to his brother, Darius Carter-Hollinger. 12-footer, no good. Gets the rebound, goes straight into Enrique, and that's an offensive foul. Carter-Hollinger tried to go strong, went right into the gut of Enrique, who's currently down, and that's what happens sometimes. The wind gets knocked out of you, and we hope he's okay. He gets helped up by his teammates, and he's walking it off. Good to see. 14-10 score remains. 6:34 to go here, second quarter. Torrey Pines riding that 58-56 win at Coronado. Prior to that, beat San Diego by 9. To end March, they beat Scripps Ranch by 23 and lost to San Marcos to open up the season, but that may have been an anomaly. This team looking really good here. Some offensive continuity in game number 4, up 14-10. Right shoulder shot, no good by Tate Smith. Rebound falls to Carter-Hollinger. He'll bring it up, and Smith, a little aggressive on the full court press, picks up his second foul. 6 team fouls now for La Jolla Country Day, and you have to be careful. You don't want to pick up unnecessary fouls, because when you do, and you're in the bonus, which both teams are now, you're giving up free throws. There's no more fouls to give. It's almost better just to let the opposition bring the ball across the timeline and get set into your defense, and that's exactly what the Tories do here. Right wing 3, no, but a foul is called. They say Mark Bajin came into the landing space of Nick Hadge, Josh Nofferetti, and Nofferetti will get 3 shots at the line. Nofferetti, a junior, one of the leaders on this team running the point, drills the first. Cuts the lead to 3 here with 6:04 to play. Technically, the colors for Foothills Christian as the second one drops are purple and platinum. I've been saying gray, and I hope I don't offend any of the Foothills Christian fans out there. I will be saying platinum from now on, I promise, as I stand corrected on the color gray. All 3 fall here for Blake McIntyre. 14-13, 1-point lead for La Jolla Country Day, and a backdoor screen is called illegal. Turns over the ball back to Foothills Christian here. 5:54 to play, second quarter, 14-13. Foothills Christian looking to regain the lead here. And, of course, La Jolla Country Day under the command of DJ Gay in his first season with this team. And for a school that had more than 80 applicants when Ryan Mayer chose to resign from his position, now coaching at Mount Miguel, who's 1-1 on the season, including a win against Helix, DJ Gay stood out amongst the 80-plus applicants they had from around the country. As that right dribble drive by McIntyre stops short, 8-footer is pure. Nice shot by Blake McIntyre. And that gives Foothills Christian the lead, 15-14 on a 5-0 run here with 5:30 to play in the first half. Into the middle, and Enrique loses the ball, tries to get it back through the legs. A scrum on the floor, and they are calling a foul on Enrique. Reach those long arms. They might be calling a jump, actually. I think it's a jump in possession of Foothills Christian. Good defense down low. They know that as soon as Enrique hits that paint, they need to collapse. He's so much longer and versatile, so much longer than anybody else on the court, and also very versatile, which affords the defense to bring in as many bodies as possible to stop him right there. The Knights able to force a turnover. But after La Jolla Country Day interviewed those 80 applicants and DJ Gay took over, I mean, it was a really warm reception here for Coach Gay, who is really famous as a San Diego State basketball alum, a Hall of Famer for that program. Going up strong for the lefty flip as Carter Hollinger can't hit. Rebound falls to Moores. Here comes Country Day now. On the break, it's Mark Bajin with it. Gets a high screen. The flip into the corner. Back to Bajin, wide open. Pulls the trigger for three. It's short. Ball's batted around. Falls to Moore at the free throw line. Moore brings it out. Tries a three. Gets hit. And the foul. Jeanique Moores cans the three. Gets knocked over. He has an opportunity for a 4-point play. Darian Carter-Hollinger tallied with his third foul here. And we still have 4:49 to go in the second quarter. This is basketball number 8 of the season broadcasted for me. This is the first 4-point play I've seen. And Morris hits. Big swing here for Country Day. They take an 18-15 lead as the whistle is blown. They didn't change the scoreboard up on the score, but internally I'm pretty sure it's 18-15. That three should have made it a 2-point game. The steal by Enrique, 2-on-2 break. Bajin with it. Tried to flip it into the corner. It's batted down, gets it back, and then taken away by the Knights. Josh Nofferetti on the steal. Fires it up to Hadge. His flip up, no good. Offensive rebound falls, but not before a whistle is blown. And Coach Charles Gilbert wants to chat with his team. Josh Nafferetti charged with the over-the-back foul. That's 9 team fouls now, which means a 1-and-1 here, and only one foul until double bonus time for La Jolla Country Day. They have 9 fouls as well, so only one more foul until double bonus on both sides. 17-15 Country Day's lead remains here. Going to the line, shooting that 1-and-1 is Jake Altman. Altman just a sophomore, but playing big minutes for La Jolla Country Day early on. And that's the thing about this team is they have a phenomenal young group. Of course, Anthony Arufo, one of the other fantastic sophomores on this team, not playing today, sprained his ankle last night in the football game against Escondido Charter. And Altman goes 1 for 2 from the line. Board falls to the Knights, and here they come. Hadge bringing it up, trailing 18-15 with 4:20 to play here, second quarter. Picked up by Smith. Nice steal here on the move is Altman one-on-one. Lefty flip too hard. Smith on the fall, also too hard. And then on the move here is Hadge. Running the break, Hadge will go coast to coast, flips it up, no good. Rebound Moores, and Country Day now on the counter. Altman, left wing. Hands it off to Morris. Thought about a three. Goes left baseline. Floats it up from 7 feet out. Can't hit. Off Enrique. No. They're saying that last touch was by Blake McIntyre and the Knights. (18-15) score remains. The gunner under the hoop is Jake Altman for Tories, and a whistle's blown. As down low, it looks like Tate Smith got wrapped up. And the official was just checking to make sure everything was kosher. 3:53 to go here, second quarter. Altman looking for another white jersey under the hoop. Gets it into Moores near side, and Moores gets wrapped up by Blake McIntyre. And that'll be 2 free throws now for Jeanique Moores, the junior. Spent the last few years in New York, came back to Country Day, and boy, are they happy to have him. Pure shooter, a big body down low. Sort of a utility man for Coach DJ Gay. Of course, DJ Gay knows what it's like to play at the high levels. He played in Europe for quite some time before coming back down to San Diego. Take the helmet, Victory Christian Academy. Actually, a Los Angeles native, as Morris misses the first attempt. Went to Los Angeles Poly High School up in Sun Valley, the San Fernando area. Great basketball around that area. St. Genevieve, right next door. Campbell Hall, right down the street. Morris hits the back end, goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's 19-15. Country Day leads Foothills Christian here with 3:49 to play in the second quarter. Hadge swings it along the perimeter. Darian Carter-Hollinger back near side to Hadge. And that 2-1-2 zone defense really giving Foothills Christian fits here. Joseph Hankins, the junior, checks in. Carter-Hollinger thought about a three. Stutter steps to the rack. Flips it up and in, and the foul. Great control by Carter-Hollinger, the senior, the captain of this team, to fight through the contact as he's going to the ground with the left hand, flipping it in, and now going to the line for the and one opportunity. Subs coming in. Blake McIntyre checking back in for Foothills Christian. Christian Bando reappears as well. 19-17, 3:27 to go here, second quarter. The and one opportunity by Carter-Hollinger is good, and it cuts the lead back down to 1. La Jolla Country Day has not led by more than 5 this game. They're up by 1 now after the 3-point swing. Into the middle to win. Weeke at the free throw line. Pulls the trigger from 17 and air balls. Altman tried to track it down, but ball was out of bounds prior. La Jolla Country Day coming off of a state championship back in 2018, 2019. Of course, Ryan Langboard, now at Princeton, led that team. Ryan Mayer was the head coach, now at Mount Miguel. Torres went to 5 SoCal regionals under Mayer and won at least 20 games 5 times during his tenure at head coach. And DJ Gay in his first season looking to get the Tories back on track here in 2021. Left wing 3, air balls. Carter-Hollinger fighting with Smith for it. And Weeke now trying to get into the scrum. Carter-Hollinger on the floor. Smith up top. Jump ball called. It'll be La Jolla Country Day basketball because that's where the possession arrow is pointing. By the way, the 3 was missed by Joseph Hankins. That was his first shot today. 2:49 to play here, second quarter, 19-18 Country Day leads. Foothills Christian is led by as much as 2. They've trailed by as much as 5. It's been back and forth for much of this opening half. Altman, a little back and forth between him and Bajin. Altman crosses the timeline. A zone defense now here for the Knights. 3 by Moores is too short. Rebound falls to Hankins. Here come Foothills Christian now. McIntyre left wing. Carter-Hollinger with it now. Picked up by Altman. That's Darian, the older brother. Swings it right wing to Hankins. Into the corner now. Back up top. Carter-Hollinger thought about a 3. The southpaw pulls it down. Dribble drive. Lefty shoulder flip too hard. Morris tips it up and Weeke regains possession. Torres with possession now on the run. Altman leading the charge. Back up top. Bajin, free throw line jumper is good. Nice shot by Bajin, 21-18. 2 minutes to go here, second quarter. Tories lead by 3. Carter-Hollinger, right wing. Back up top to Hadge, swinging it left wing to McIntyre. Ball is taken away here and then flipped out of bounds. Good hustle by Bajin, couldn't retain it. Knights get possession of the basketball. Full shot clock here, $1:45 to play, second quarter. Christian Bendo takes a seat. Josh Nofferetti Back on the hardwood here, a minute 45 to play, 21-18. Foothills Christian trails in possession of the basketball. Hadge brings it back up top. Knopf ready with it against the zone. Into the middle they go. Carter Hollinger draws a triple team, hands it back off. McIntyre lobs it on left wing. And Hadge will reset here with 15 on the shot clock. Carter Hollinger now with it. Back to Hadge into the corner for three. McIntyre. It's short. And Wike rips down the board. And here come the Tories now. Bajin with it. Picked up by Hadge. Goes right at Hadge. Stutter step. No. Foul is called on the floor. But double bonus will award 2 free throws here to the junior point guard. Nick Hadge tallied with another one. That's his second. Clock stops with a minute 18 to play here. Second quarter, 21-18 the score. La Jolla Country Day looking to match their largest lead of the game. If these two fall, would make it 5 points. They were up 19-14. That was their largest lead of the game so far. Bajin able to get the friendly roll here to find the bottom of the net. 22-18 score increased here. And he hits the back end. 23-18. La Jolla Country Day leads Foothills Christian. Knights in possession of the basketball. Carter Hollinger, right wing. Hadge pulls the trigger for three and hits. 23-21, and just like that, the last time we saw a 5-point lead for La Jolla Country Day, Foothills Christian got 3 on the board on the next possession. Same story here. Moore's high post, now right wing. Goes right at the defense. Lefty flip is good. Nice recognition to recognize that Joseph Hankins just a bit smaller than Moore's. And he goes right at him, exploiting the defense. 25-21. About a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock here for the Knights. 27, now 26 to go in the game. Carter Hollinger, high block, able to stay in control and flips it up and in. 25-23 now, no shot clock. Tories in possession, perhaps for the final time here in the opening half. They're up by 2. That's Bajin, picked up by Hankins, goes high left shoulder. Moores with 5, flips it back up to Smith with 3, Smith with 2, Smith with 1, starts his drive, flips it up, and can't hit. At the half, it's 25-23. La Jolla Country Day in a fight with Foothills Christian. They've led by as much as 5. They've trailed by as much as 3. And both these teams will head back to the locker room with plenty to talk about. It's been a really good defensive battle. Fouls have been quite an issue. And only a 2-point lead for the Tories. We're going to step aside for a 10-minute timeout. When we come back, I'll get you set for the second half of action. You're watching Tories basketball on the Tories Basketball Broadcasting Network. Jonathan Rifkin, happy to be with you back in 9 minutes for the second half. Back here at La Jolla Country Day High School, Jonathan Rifkind with you as the first half begins to wind down. We are just fixing some of our camera settings here, so we'll be back in action in just a moment. Not exactly sure why it's frozen on the screen. And we're good. Right before the nick of time, 25-23. Tories lead Foothills Christian, but it has been a back and forth affair for much of this half. And La Jolla Country Day on the move. Apologize for the audio. So we went from a video audio technical difficulty to a video, or vice versa. Nonetheless, everything is working now as the putback is good by Darius Carter-Hollinger. 31-27. Foothills Christian leads, and Wike spins, fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. This is our first broadcast here, our first live stream for La Jolla Country Day, so we apologize for some of the technical difficulties. We're still working out the kinks, but it looks like everything is good to go. Back in action here, and Wike at the line. Can hit the front end. 31-27 score remains. 4:51 to play here in the third quarter. And the native of Lagos, Nigeria, and a junior here at Country Day pulls the trigger on the second and hits. 31-28 now. 3-point lead for the Knights as they bring up the basketball. And an official timeout. Not exactly sure what spurred the whistle to be blown, but nonetheless, it'll be Foothills Christian basketball side out 30-20. Oh, it said 31-28 on the board. It's 30-28, so he was correcting the score. That official's a better mathematician than I am because I'm following the basketball game and the score, and I didn't even catch that. So it's a 2-point lead here for the Knights. 3 minutes and 9 seconds in to this third quarter. Hadge takes the pass in, picked up by Jake Altman near the timeline. Now he swings it near side to check that. That's Joseph Hankins rolling right up top. Anthony Lambert with it. He has yet to score today. Hands it off to Hadge. Ball staying along the perimeter here. Carter-Hollinger pulls the trigger for three and hits. The southpaw cans another one. And the lead increases now. It's 34-28. An 11-3 run to open up the half here for Foothills Christian, and Wike gets wrapped up on the block. Darius Carter-Hollinger tallied with that one, his third. La Jolla Country Day on the road for the next two games. In 3 days, they're at La Costa Canyon at Mission Bay. 2 days after that on April 8th. Back here against Army-Navy on the 13th, and they host Santa Fe Christian on the 16th before another two-game road trip. 34-28 score remains. Gunner under the hoop here for Country Day is Jake Altman, looking for a white jersey. Finds in Wike. A little float up, too short. Rebound falls to Joseph Hankins. And the Knights on the move now. Hankins in his pink shoes, swings it right wing. Darian Carter-Hollinger looking for an ISO here against his counterpart, Richard and Wike. Along the right baseline goes Carter-Hollinger, finds a double team, and he gets hacked, and Wike took a shot to the chops. Tate Smith came in for the help, hacked the arm of Darian Carter-Hollinger. He'll go to the line to shoot two now. Darian, the older brother of Darius. The other difference between their age for the brothers is that Darian, the man at the line right now, is a lefty. His brother's a righty. Leaves the first free throw attempt short. Score remains 34-28, 4 minutes and 2 seconds in to this third quarter. An 11-3 run for Foothills Christian to open the half. Carter-Hollinger makes it 12-3 on the back end free throw. 35-28. The lead now extended for the Knights. Up by 7. Mark Bajin makes a reappearance here for the Tories. Ball's brought up by Altman. Picked up by Nafaretti. Man-on-man defense here. Up top, Smith pulls the trigger for three. A little short. Rebound falls to Anthony Lambert. And Lambert now running the break here for the Knights. 2-3 zone defense in effect for the Tories. Carter-Hollinger, left wing. Brings it back up top. Picked up by Tate Smith. And they'll reset here with 18 on the shot clock to Nafaretti. Left wing three, Lambert short. Ripping down that board is Bajin, but he's fouled in the corner by Blake McIntyre, who took a step forward and bodied him up. La Jolla Country Day, one of the most well-rounded schools, both athletically and academically in San Diego. It was founded in 1926. 2 days after the world shut down last year, La Jolla Country Day was back up and running on Zoom. Classes picked up where they left off only 2 days after the world shut down. That's how quickly this school works to keep their students active and ready to go, both educationally and athletically. Tate Smith on the drive. Can't hit the lane, but it gets hacked on the arm by Anthony Lambert. 35-28, score remains. 3:03 to play here, third quarter. And for Tate Smith, a junior who came back from an injury last week, he led all of the scorers back 2 days ago against Coronado in the 58-56 win with 19 points. Can't hit the front end there. Started his varsity tenure a season ago as a junior for this squad. As you see, head coach DJ Gay barking orders from the Torrey Pines bench, the first-year head coach, looking to go 4-1 on the season. 1 for 2 from the line there for Smith, 35-29, lead up to 6 for Foothills Christian. And a little hot potato along the perimeter now. Carter Hollinger goes near side. Lambert tries a three, too hard. Rebound taken by Altman, running the break now up to Smith. The lefty flip is rejected from behind by Carter Hollinger, and Wike with the rebound gets wrapped up. Call is on the floor. And already team foul number 6 on the day for Foothills Christian. So they have no more fouls to give throughout the entire half. La Jolla Country Day has done a good job. Only one team foul here through the third quarter. Still 2:42 to play. Ball under their own hoop. Fresh possession here. And an offensive foul is called down low, and Wike set an illegal screen. And just like that, a turnover here gives the Knights back the basketball. 35-29 the score. Clock's stopped at 2:42, and Josh Nofferetti hands it in. Blake Hadge brings it up. Hadge in his purple shoes to match the purple and platinum uniforms for the Foothills Christian Knights. Left wing. Now up top to Hadge, right wing. A little stutter step, gets it back to Nofferetti. Ball staying around the perimeter here. Torres with some good defense and taken away by Smith. On the run, finds Enrique on the cut, and he'll jam it home. Nice find from Smith to Enrique. Lead cut to 4 now. Foothills Christian leads 35-31 with 2 to play here in the third. Right wing Lambert. Back up McIntyre. His pass intercepted here by Wade. Smith finds or tries a bounce pass up. It goes in between Bajin and Enrique. Out of play. That's a turnover. Smith tried to emulate the previous fast break where he found Enrique in space, but right there, a little bit too much topspin. Turnover Tories. Possession Knights. Lead remains 4, 35-31. 1:50 to play here, third quarter. Up top is Hadge. Faces a trap. Nice bounce pass. Ball into the corner. Launching a three is Bando. It's short. Tip by Darius Carter Hollinger can't go. And the pass up to Enrique over the fingertips of the 6'4 junior. And that's back-to-back turnovers now by Country Day. Hadge with it. The senior crosses the timeline. Faces the trap. Goes high right wing. That's Joseph Hankins. Pass almost taken away. Regained by Lambert. His 12-footer is short. Rebound by Enrique. Gunned up to Moores. Moores all alone. Lays it up. And in for 2. 2-point game now. The lead has been cut. It was 1-7. It's now 2. Foothills Christian leads 35-33 with a minute to play here in the third. And then whistles blown. Timeout called by Foothills Christian. We're going to step aside for a break. 1:03 to go here, 35-33. Foothills Christian leads La Jolla Country Day. Back for the conclusion of the third quarter in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Well, the story of the day so far has been defense. La Jolla Country Day has been averaging a hair over 61 points per game, being held to 33 so far. Foothills Christian, well, this is their inaugural game of the season, but last year averaged up over 72 points per game, which is a ton of points for a high school basketball team. Of course, they were an open division team. Both teams in the low 30s right now. Out of the timeout, good defense by Mark Bajin, disrupting the pass in the backcourt. 21 on the shot clock. It'll be side out, Foothills Christian. 35-33, under a minute to go now in the third quarter. Knights in possession of the basketball and the lead. They were trailing 25-23. They went on a 12, what's now a 12-8 run in the corner. They started off on a quick 11-3 run, but Tories have climbed back into this one. Lambert in the corner. Back up top. Darren Carter-Hollinger facing that zone. Hadge with it now. Facing Bajin. Goes right at Bajin. Kicks it out. Smith tried to get it. Carter-Hollinger grabs it, and he gets grabbed on the arm by Enrique. And Richard Enrique unhappy with that call. I guess they're going to give it to Tate Smith, actually, who reached around, and now Jake Altman will come in and place a Smith. 39 seconds to go here, third quarter. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 2-point lead here for Foothills Christian. Near side, that's Lambert. Moving back up top, cross-court pat. Darius Carter-Hollinger. Facing Bajin, tries to push him off, forces his way. Near side three, Bando long. And ball chased down by Bajin with 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Tories can tie or take the lead here with 15 seconds left in the third. Altman calling the shots up top, picked up by Hadge. Hands it off to Bajin. Facing the double. Nice cut down low by Altman. Can't hit the lay-in, but Enrique cleans up the glass and lays it in for two as the third quarter expires. What a fun game we have on hand. 35-35 the score. Potentially one more quarter to play. We'll be back in a minute for the fourth quarter of action. You're watching Tories basketball. Foothills Christian knotted up with La Jolla Country Day, 35-35. Fourth quarter next. Back in a moment. The fourth quarter, and it's about time to get ready to go. Welcome back to La Jolla Country Day, home of the Tories. Jonathan Rifkin on the call with you. Cameron, executive producer, Ed Arufo. 35-35 the score here between the Tories of La Jolla Country Day. I get confused because you have the Tories. We have an official laughing at me. It's the Tories, and then there's Torrey Pine. So the Tories of La Jolla Country Day, have to make that distinction clear. Taking on Foothills Christian, it's 35-35. Tories with the basketball. Up top is Bajin. High shoulder Enrique. Back to Bajin. 8-footer, too hard. Rebound falls to Enrique. Loses it. Dives on the floor, but can't get it as he penguin slides out of bounds. As much fun as sliding on your belly is, it's probably more fun to get possession of the basketball. So 14 seconds in, I should say. Tories with a missed shot. Widows Christian regains possession here. No fans in the stands here for Country Day. They are adhering to COVID protocols set in place by the school. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. Went off the chin of Hadge. back across the timeline, and you can't go over and back like that unless a defensive player tips the basketball. So that's a turnover. Good defense by the Tories. They regain possession here. Jake Altman taking it up. The sophomore two-sport athlete also plays baseball. Finds Enrique, now left wing Moores. Into the corner, Bajin. Thought about going left baseline. Kicks it back out to Enrique. Not a three-point shooter. Dribbles into the corner, but a double-step travel. Called on the junior. Another turnover. Gives the ball back. So both teams with a pair of turnovers here. 35-35. Score remains. 45 seconds into the fourth quarter. Up high, that's Darian Carter-Hollinger with it. Haven't seen much of his brother Darius in this game. And a three splashed in by Anthony Lambert. The first points here for Foothills Christian since 3:30 to go in the third quarter. They're up 38-5. Right wing Moores picked up by Lambert. Now high right shoulder, and Enrique trying to go at Carter-Hollinger. Can't hit. Rebound falls to Joseph Hankins, and here come the Knights now. Right wing, Darian Carter-Hollinger picked up by James Way, the freshman. Dumped down low, rejected at the rim by Moores. And here comes Enrique, leading the charge here for the Tories. Into the corner, James Way, southpaw, three is good. James Way, the freshman, ties things up here at 38 apiece, 6:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Ball goes up top to Carter-Hollinger, the senior, calling the shots here, picked up by Enrique. Now right wing, trying to answer back is Hadj. It's short. Moores with the rebound. And Country Day now in possession. Bajin will lead things on the break. Bajin trying to go coast to coast. The flip is up. It's good, and the foul. A beautiful end-to-end break by Mark Bajin, able to hit the land through contact. He'll go to the line to give La Jolla Country Day their first lead since halftime, when the team was up 25-23. Two straight baskets for the Knights were able to give them the 27-25 lead. They've led every step of the way since. But now Country Day looking to convert the and one. 41-38. Tories lead here with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Foothills Christian in possession. That's Nick Hadj on the near side. Finds Lambert against that zone defense. Left wing Nofredi into the corner. Hadj, left baseline, dribble drive. It hits the backboard, doesn't hit the rim. Darius Carter-Hollinger with the rebound. Can't hit the flip. The sophomore and younger brother of the Carter-Hollinger brothers. Rebound falls, and now Altman will slow things up here. 5:35 to play, fourth quarter. 3-point lead for the Tories. Enrique goes to Way. Now into the corner. Bajin drives, flips it up too hard. Foul called. Carter-Hollinger bodied him up and forced the contact, and now two shots here for Mark Bajin. The sophomore Darius Carter-Hollinger upset as he strides back to the bench. Head coach Gilbert shares some words with him, and Blake McIntyre will check in here for Foothills Christian, but not before a timeout taken. 5:25 to play here, fourth quarter, 41-38. We'll step aside for a quick break. You're watching Tories basketball. Back in a moment here in the fourth quarter. .525 to go here, back inside La Jolla Country Day Gymnasium. Jonathan Rifkind with you. Special thanks to our executive producer and our cameraman, Ed Arufo. Out of the timeout, it'll be two free throws for Mark Bajin. 41-38. Tories lead the Foothills Christian Knights. The Knights have a long season ahead of them. This is just game number one, as the first free throw is short. They'll head up to Orange County to take on Jay Sarah. The Lions, one of the best teams in the Southern section. That's in 2 days. Head back down to take on Carlsbad a day later. I might be on the call for that one for our San Diego section game of the week on Tuesday. Eugene goes 1 for 1, 42-38 lead up to 4 now for the Tories. Left wing goes Hadge, swings it back up. And now right wing, near side, Lambert, 12-footer off the side of the backboard. Way fights with it, gets it. And now a 2-on-1, now a 3-on-2. Bajin and Wike turns, dunks. 6-point lead for the Tories. Darren Carter-Hollinger going right at Enrique the double team, but a foul is called before he begins his drive. Only the 4th team foul here for Country Day. They've really cleaned things up on the floor. 8 team fouls for Foothills Christian, so they're in the La Jolla Country Day is in the bonus, but they still have a foul to give before Foothills Christian is in the bonus. Under the hoop, Blake McIntyre looking to gun this one into a fellow platinum and purple jersey. 4:44 to play here, 4th quarter. 6-point lead for La Jolla Country Day. Carter Hollinger with it, picked up by Bajin. Tries to get a high screen, and he'll reset here into the corner. That's Nafaretti with it. Back up top, Carter Hollinger. They're really trying to run the offense through him. Finds Altman into the corner. Hadge pulls the trigger for 3 off the side of the backboard. Altman with it, running the break now up to Bajin. 2-on-1, Bajin will go all by himself. Lefty flip, no. But Enrique able to hang up there and tip it in. 8-point lead, the largest of the game now on either side. La Jolla Country Day led by as much as 7. They've trailed by as much as 7 prior to this lead, up at 8 now. For 3, Nafaretti, and he hits. His second 3 tonight, 46-41, and that's a quick way to shift the momentum back into your possession. Once again, a turnover, lay-in by McIntyre, and just like that, a 5-point swing. In the last 20 seconds, it's a 3-point game. And for Foothills Christian now playing a full-court trap, really trying to force the issue on the Tories offense into the corner for 3. Smith, no. Rebound by Enrique, flips it up, no. 3rd attempt, and Enrique finally hits. A beast on the offensive glass for Richard Enrique, 48-43, 3:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Foothills Christian still plenty of time, working their sets, gets it to Carter Hollinger up top, picked up by Enrique. And Aaron Offeretti, who just hit a 3 a possession ago, has his pass taken away. On the move now, Jake Altman, and they'll slow things up with 3 minutes to play, up by 5. Good defense up top by Nick Hadge. High post to Enrique, cuts into the middle, turns left baseline, loses it. And they're saying it hit off of Carter Hollinger, back off of Enrique and out of bounds. It's a turnover. Jonick Moores steps back in, and Enrique will take a seat. This is the first rest for Richard Enrique we've seen tonight. It comes with 2:45 to play in the 4th quarter. And a 5-point lead for La Jolla Country Day, 48-43. Timeout taken by Charles Gilbert. We'll take a timeout on the broadcast. 2:39 to play, 48-43. Country Day leads Foothills Christian. Back in a moment for more here from the Country Day Gymnasium. .239 to play here in the 4th quarter. Welcome back inside Torrey's Gymnasium, everybody. Jonathan Rifkin with you. On camera, executive producer Ed Arufo. 48-43. La Jolla Country Day leads Foothills Christian here, and Foothills Christian in possession of the basketball. 29 seconds on the shot clock. And they were down by 8 just a moment ago, and then a 3 and a turnover turning into a layup forced a 5-point swing. And just like that, it was a 5-point game. It's amazing how quickly momentum can shift. And I think they just called a second timeout as we see some of the girls basketball players who are running the scorebook here for Country Day. Of course, the girls team had an opportunity to take on Archbishop Minnie for the state championship a season ago, but that got called due to coronavirus. But they are off to a blinding start. Absolutely dismantled Mission Hills a couple of evenings ago, and that's the Mission Hills teams with some of the best talent in the section. And those girls will take on Mount Miguel later today on the road tonight at 7 o'clock. But we still got a game here for the boys, 48-43, as Coach DJ Gay finishing up his last second play calling here in the huddle as it breaks now. And it'll be side out Foothills Christian. Blake McIntyre, the gunner. Nick Hadge takes it up in his purple shoes. Left wing, Carter Hollinger for 3, short. Offensive foul, or over the back is called by Blake McIntyre. 2:29 to play here, fourth quarter, 5-point lead, La Jolla Country Day. And Mark Bajin, who's been very active in this game, I don't think he's really sat except for maybe a minute in the second quarter, leads the way. Tate Smith right wing. Tate Smith pulls the trigger for 3. Tate Smith misses short. And then Wike gets hit from behind by Darren Carter Hollinger on the rebound attempt. Because it's a loose ball foul, no free throws here. 8 team fouls, though, for Foothills Christian, only 4 for La Jolla Country Day. Moore's on the inbound, takes the 3 in and out. Rebound falls to Lambert, and that team in platinum and purple on the run now, trailing by 5 with 2 minutes to play. Carter Hollinger up top. Bounce past Lambert. Right wing 3. Yes! A bomb by Anthony Lambert to bring this lead up. Now within 2. 48-46. A minute 50 to play here, fourth quarter. What was once an 8-point lead has been erased now. And Wake up top with it for the Tories. Near side Moores. Corner now is Altman. Jake Altman, the sophomore. Trying to go at Nofferetti, and Nofferetti forces him to reset. 15 on the shot clock now. Bajin with it, left wing. Calls for a screen from Enrique. Turns the corner at the free throw line. Nice find to Enrique, who lays it up and in. The pick and roll to perfection for the Tories offense. It's a 4-point lead with a minute 20 to play in the game. McIntyre swings it to the corner. Lambert with it. Left baseline penetration through traffic. Can't hit. Gets the rebound. And he gets fouled going up for it. I'm not exactly sure why a shot clock buzzer keeps going off in the middle of these plays. But nonetheless, Anthony Lambert will go to the line for 2, trying to cut this lead 2-2 with 1:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. No platinum and purple jerseys going for rebounds. They know to get back on defense as Lambert gets the roll. It's like a big sigh of relief after that one hung there on the back iron. And he hits both. 50-48, 1:08 remaining here in the ball game. Strap in, folks. We're going down to the wire in La Jolla, California. Altman with it. Goes to Enrique up top. Left wing, Bajin. Picked up by Hadge. Gets a high screen from Enrique. Dribbles right baseline. Gets hit. Can't hit the layup, rather. And he'll go to the line for 2. Darian Carter Hollinger just fouled out of the game. That was his 5th foul here. And so the star player for Foothills Christian will have to take a seat and watch the rest of this one from the bench. 52 seconds to play, 50-48, but 2 free throws pending here for Mark Begin. The junior was a big leader last week against Wayne McKinney, the star out of Coronado. This team, of course, upset Coronado 58-56, and here looking for a win against the mighty Foothills Christian Knights. First one falls for Begin. (51-48), 52 seconds to play here in the game, and he hits both. 4-point game, 52 seconds to go. You don't need a three, but a 15-second difference between shot clock and game clock. You might want to think about it if you can get an open one, but the pass down low from Lambert is taken away by Moores, and Country Day with it. Begin will slow things up. 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and now you have to foul if you're the Knights. Into the double bonus they go. It'll be 2 shots now for Mark Begin. Can these, and it becomes mighty hard for the Knights, who will have the ball back if they get the rebound or Begin hits the second one on this trip, with about a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 35 seconds on the shot clock, 37 seconds left on the game clock. Begin trying to make it a 2-possession game. Can't hit the first. So a 4-point lead and a 6-point lead are 2 very different ball games here with 37 seconds to go. A 5-point lead would add a little padding here for the Tories defense. And he goes 0 for 2. Moores, though, reaches over on the rebound. You can't do that even when you're going up against a smaller defender. Went off the back of Nick Hadge. It'll be Foothills Christian basketball down by 4 with 36.4 to go. 1.4 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hadge with it. Goes to Lambert near side. Lambert looking for some space, and now Tories in a 4-3 or a 3-2 zone defense. Moores with the interception down low. They just have to get it across half court. Smith with it. Smith evading the double team. Smith crosses the timeline, and he's finally fouled here by Josh Nofferetti with 18 seconds to play in the ball game. La Jolla Country Day typically plays in the Division 3. They hover between Division 2 and Division 3 here in San Diego. Foothills Christian, a D1 team with consistent open division potential. And this would be a very big win for La Jolla Country Day. And a tough loss to start the season for Foothills Christian. And for Foothills Christian, as you saw the miss right there, they are on the road the entire season. As I mentioned, marquee matchups. Their next one at J. Sarah Catholic up in San Juan Capistrano. They're at Cathedral Catholic twice. They're at Francis Parker. They play Santa Fe Christian a few times as well. And a foul called on the offensive rebound. Score remains 52-48. And Jake Altman will go to the line for 2. But 2 more matchups between these 2 schools will take place here at La Jolla Country Day. The Knights will be back on May 4th for a 7:30 start, and then they end their season here on the 28th. Altman misses the first. Still a 4-point game with 14.6 seconds to go. La Jolla Country Day has La Costa Canyon and Mission Bay on the road. They're back here against Army Navy and SFC on the 13th and 16th of April. 5-point lead, 13 seconds to go. Lambert on the move. Lambert stops up top, tries a long 3, way short. Alley-oop is up and in, though, by Nick Hadge. Nice heads-up play with 3 seconds to go. Ball is inbounded. Foul is called with 1.8 on the clock. So it's a 3-point game for all intents and purposes. There's still 2 timeouts left for Foothills Christian. So if Tate Smith misses both, if Tate Smith hits one of these 2, it's over. If he misses both of them, if you're Coach Gilbert, you're calling a timeout. You're drawing up a play to get the ball as close to your 3-point line as possible, and you are hoisting up a prayer. And now an official discussion here as they try to sort out the call. 1.8 seconds to go. Foothills Christian with a great staff. Head coach Charles Gilbert, assistant coach Dave Riley, Michael Lambert, the father of the sharpshooter Anthony Lambert, is one of the statisticians, and Derek Hadge, father of Nick Hadge, the star point guard for this team, the other one. So a great coaching staff. And just a really fun defensive battle here today on the other side for La Jolla Country Day. DJ Gay, of course, in his first year, but Mason Biddle and Mike Rascuti, the other assistants. Mason was a longtime assistant at Bishops. Mike was over at SDA, San Diego Academy. So I believe there was a technical foul, which is why, or clear path, perhaps, maybe why there are free throws here for Smith. And now Moore will go to the line. So a plethora of personal fouls called on Foothills Christian with 1.8 seconds to go here, and this will pad the stats for Moores. Hits the first. He had a 4-point play earlier in the game. Switched to 3, got hit on the right wing, hit the free throw after. And goes 2 for 2 from the line this time, 56-50, 1.8 seconds to go. It'll be side out Country Day. Smith the gunner. And UT Smiles on the court for the Tories as this ball game is over. Final score from Country Day, 56-50. It was a hard-fought battle, but La Jolla Country Day moves to 4-1 on the season. They've won 4 straight games. Foothills Christian 0-1 in the Charles Gilbert era, but they have a phenomenal team and a long season to go. I guarantee you that the game that started their season against La Jolla Country Day is going to be very different than when they end the season against La Jolla Country Day on May 28th. Well, that'll do it for us here from La Jolla Country Day. A special thanks to all of our friends from both schools. And for my executive producer and cameraman here today, Ed Arufo, my name is Jonathan Rifkin signing off. Tories win 56-50. They're 4-1 on the season. Stay posted to social media and to YouTube for your next Tories basketball broadcast. I will be back on the airwaves on Tuesday for Carlsbad taking on Foothills Christian basketball. That'll be for our San Diego section game of the week. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Jonathan Rifkin saying so long from La Jolla Country Day. Tories win 56-50.